we would say that we have to win in front of the customer. Ultimately, it's all about delivering a great solution at competitive prices. That's the only way we are long-term going to win. So that's our real focus. But what's good with the decision is that it removes the uncertainty that I think has been hampering investments in 5G infrastructure in Europe and in this case in the UK. The reality is Europe is falling behind China and North America. So I think it's good that we can speed up and focus now on speeding up 5G investments.
We spoke to a number of different telcos over the course of this week, and some of them had already committed to go down the pathway with Huawei. But if we see changes from a government level, clearly they're going to have to change some of those contracts. So can I ask you, do you expect a renegotiation with some carriers that may have already signed with Huawei or had intended to go in that direction?
You know, it's where we see today is that we see very little impact in our current business. Of course, it may look different in the future given these, call it regulatory and political decisions. But how they will pan out, we don't know yet. But ultimately, we will need to be selected by the customers, and that has to be our focus.
I'm curious about the rollout of 5G and the pace that we can expect now, because critics around the UK decision said any move to cut Huawei out of the system would delay the rollout of 5G infrastructure. Clearly, there have been other events too around COVID-19. What do you imagine the pace of 5G rollout will look like because of both of these events?
What we see over COVID-19 is a very different response around the world. So if you take, for example, China, they have actually accelerated the rollout of the future digital infrastructure. It continues at a very high pace in North America. We see other countries in Northeast Asia accelerating 5G. So 5G is actually happening at an increasing pace in the world. I worry a bit that Europe is falling behind. It's partly due to the uncertainty we've had. It's uncertainty from COVID-19, it's regulatory uncertainty, and it's very high spectrum prices. So I think here, if Europe is not going to fall behind, it's really critical that we start to create a system where the operators actually can invest in infrastructure again, for example, by lowering spectrum prices.